Welcome back to Phoenix Radio, which has been brought to you by Giovannino, JF Navarra & Co, S&J Couture Candles in Balmain, Tony Murphy from Mer Capital and Visy Dior Hotels. My name is Celeste and I'm here with Mr. Giovannino Navarra and also our special guest, Katrina. Can you believe that it's our 10th episode?
It is, even though the first 4 were complete disasters. We had to trash them all, and then we thought, well, you know what, better get on with it anyway. I think one of them I said, look, if you have any comments, you know what, we don't really care, don't bother sending them to us. We'll muck it around a little bit. And then I thought, I better take this a little bit more seriously. So, yeah, we have a beautiful hotel, which is the Visy Dior Hotels, which Katrina is a part of. She's actually at the front of house, and she's that wonderful smiling face when people come in. And maybe I can actually entice Celeste to come work for me at the hotel.
I don't think you can afford me.
Really?
Love that.
What are you trying to say about Katrina now? Even though she's a volunteer, but it's got nothing to do with it.
I'm just volunteering at the hotel.
Yeah, so that's what we liked. We love friendly faces, and leadership is so important, especially when in hospitality. People need to understand, and I think all aspect of public service or service, you know, that smile does carry a lot. And I think as consumers, I think we need to be a little bit nicer when we go to a shop or, you know, to buy anything. Let's be nicer to that person that's in front of you. You know, hi, how are you? And oh, good, and thank you very much. Not that you have to take up all their time, but I think that little bit of gratitude and awareness, just to be nice. I think it's just everything just makes the day go so much more quicker because everyone's having a good time. Like this wonderful radio show today. So, you know, Katrina, I was telling Celeste, I said we should get you to volunteer here more often.
Oh, I think so too.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, we really vibe. We
bounce
off each other.
I would definitely rather spend my time speaking with you.
It's like the yin and yang, yeah. So the idea behind this show is, again, it is my show, and I like to put my thoughts into the world of hospitality, my thoughts, my experiences. However, I've always been taught to always listen to younger people. You know, I used to find myself, 12 years ago talking to 14-year-old girls and what they would visualise their wedding day to be like. And you think, you know, why would you talk to a 14-year-old girl or a 14-year-old young lady today? You'd be so, they're just trendsetters. We spoke about this on another show. So today last show was really, I was just listening to you guys and I felt like the third wheel again. Nails. Flowers, decorations, theming, dresses, bonnets. You know, I want to cover, which is something that's a new trend. It's been around for a while and it fluctuates in and out. Designer menus. And when I say designer menus, decorative dishes. You know, I know a lot of great weddings that the bride was, the way she dressed herself on that particular day, how she wanted the food to be designed to look like a portrait of something that connected through, going through the whole wedding itself. One example, if you want me to elaborate a bit more.
Yeah, please.
Is
I haven't been to
there was one wedding where the actual groom himself wanted more of a David Jones elegant department store theme for the menu for itself. So I had to create display cases that the food was displayed. So all the food, the way it was presented, looked like jewellery.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
Really cool.
It was a very jewellery. So the whole concept, when people were walking around, people were actually walking around these tables, look at from just thinking, is this a display case of, you know, custom jewellery or jewellery itself? But when they went there, it was actually the food itself. Now, I had one particular type of chef there that designed and did a fantastic job. However, there was another extent we could have gone to, but his partner said, no, you know, there's a lot of creations invited here. I don't want to go too fiddly with the actual food. What's your thoughts on that? Is it about the food or decoration, or is it both, you know?
I think both. Both play of the same amount. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I have to disagree. I would rather just food on the table.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not too
fussed
about. Look, obviously, I want it to be presented well, but it doesn't have to be at that extent for me. I'm more of a
simple.
Like,
but I think also food it can be fun to, you know, have that presentation there as well. Like I'm with you. I am all for the food.
Yeah.
But if you have that chef that can incorporate all those fun designs and things that go with the theme, then why not?
Yeah, fair. I don't. Yeah.
I have a chef that's actually, a lot of the new chefs of today, they're actually using surgical instruments, hospitality versions, where they're designing everything on a plate. And I'm just watching them. It's such a transcending experience just to see that. However, when you've got 300 people they're starving, they want the food out, you can't be there just trying to put everything on a plate in that particular way.
And I don't know, obviously I come from an Italian background and a lot of my family are a lot older, and I don't know whether that effort would be appreciated at my wedding.
I think so too.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think that my cultural side of it or my partner's cultural side of it would actually appreciate the effort put into making.
They just want to eat.
These display cases. They just want to eat.
No, yeah, I agree. But I think when you go to a restaurant sometimes and you see, or even an event, and they have that crazy meal prepared with all those intricate details and everything like that, you're like, oh, wow, this is actually so cool. Like, it's not something that you see on a day-to-day basis.
No, but it is also something that's been trending on social media as well, like the fancy food.
What I find, it's the ladies are happy for that to be that little bit of food because they want to look so great on that particular day on this wonderful wedding or a wonderful event they're going to. However, but the men we're totally different. We just want to eat, and so you're happy to look good.
I just want to eat too.
I was going to say,
and feel slim that day because you want to go and dance fun, have a great dance around with the guys. We just want to eat, just eat and eat and eat. And so that's the difference, Just quickly, my wife, I love my wife, Joanne, you are the best, and you're my best friend, I love you so much, but what's so annoying is sometimes I don't want to go to a restaurant with her because she'll order something on the plate. First thing she walk in there, let's go somewhere nice. So we go somewhere nice, we sit down and she looks at the menu and then she's looking at what I'm doing. First thing she says, I'm not that hungry, and it really annoys the hell out of me. And she says that. And then she orders something with like two one little leaf with a little slice of tuna, for like $75, and she'll eat it really ever so slowly with a fork and knife, and then she look at the decorations. She'll take a photograph, she puts it on the Instagram. I'm there just like, please God kill me, like really, I can't bear this anymore. I'm looking for the biggest plate, and I'm ordering all these extra dishes because I love to eat. I enjoy my food, I must admit, but I enjoy it. I'm not hungry. I just enjoy it. I just enjoy eating food. I haven't been hungry
just eat because it's there.
I haven't been hungry since 1978. So going back to the theming at the restaurant, at the Visy Hotel, we're going to have the restaurant there, and we're actually working on the theming and decorations. But I did say to the chef, look, I want to expand the portion sizes because people go out, eating. There's a difference between eating at a restaurant and eating at an event. People are going there to have a wonderful occasion. So what I've done with the packages themselves, I've actually put an extra, without charging more, I've actually put an extra dish onto the menu. So it's up to the guests themselves to just to enjoy it. I don't want anyone to say, hey, there wasn't enough food. I've increased the amount of bread rolls. I don't understand this thing. We spoke about this already. One bread roll per person.
No, you need 7.
God, bread's bread.
the whole bowl.
Extra bread,
on the table.
Extra butter, introducing olive oil, extra dishes on there. But again, extra food so nobody can walk out and say we didn't have enough food.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side. You have the restaurant side of it, which it's more about people don't. I think when they go to restaurants, people not going there really to eat. They just want to spend time with their partner. It's their way to sort of focus on each other. But go back to the event side of it, the decorations. We are working on the edible flowers, like you were saying, and extra garnishes and aromatic herbs to actually put on the dishes themselves to just give it that lift. How on your wedding day? Both of you, on your wedding day, what type of food, hint to your partners to hurry up and propose, what would you like put on those dishes? What do you see? Are you more a seafood person? Would you like a combination of both, or more traditional? What would you like to see for your function? And you can elaborate.
Well, for me, I love seafood, but I know seafood is not for everyone. Mm-hmm. So I'd probably stick with like your pastas and things like that.
Would you do like Croatian food?
Well, see, I feel like my background is more Filipino than Croatian.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Spinner in the works.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No, yeah. So most of my family in Sydney are Filipino. So, it's a lot of pork. It's a lot of meats and rice. It's very all heavy foods, which I think, I don't know, I really don't want like pork at my wedding unless it's yeah, I don't know.
What's your partner?
He's Lebanese.
Okay. So would you think maybe you'd have like a Lebanese influence?
I
on
think a little bit of both, like incorporating
Yeah.
like the pork, having like maybe like pork cutlets or something, and then having something on the side that's like Lebanese. Yeah.
Interesting with pastas, when you go to at a wedding, if you organise an Asian wedding, even though they might have a Mediterranean menu or more international menu, often they will say not to put pasta on because apparently pasta and noodles are known as more of a poverty dish. It's actually not known as a proper dish to be served at a celebration. That was a thought process of a lot of Asian weddings up to about 5 years ago.
That's really interesting.
So that they would actually pay. I didn't even know that. I thought it was really interesting when I heard that. Well, because Italians love their pasta and they like to have pasta now. I think sometimes some restaurants over there over-exaggerate. Why would you pay $45 for a plate of pasta? That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense.
I still love pasta.
I'll make it at home for like $5.
Then my wife will order 45 when she got. I said, "But you could have the meat instead." But that's I'm seeing. But you said you love the seafood, so you wouldn't have pork. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I love seafood. I honestly, I would just have a pure seafood wedding if I could. But I just don't think that it would be.
It doesn't cater to everyone.
It doesn't, unfortunately. My partner's not even a massive fan of seafood.
So
you need to kind of think about what would work for both of you and what your family or your friends or whoever's coming to celebrate your wedding, what they would be into as well.
Yeah.
So what I'm into at the moment, we're working with different coordinators and different design people for events. So we're looking at at the moment what's it called, the underplates. What are they called again? The charger plates that go underneath the. We're working with a few companies at the moment to incorporate new designs. There's a lot of interesting patterns coming out. Before, a charger plate was just traditionally either brass, silver, or gold-looking underplate. Or now they stepped up to acrylic and different type of decorations.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing now they've gone to a whole different level, and I'm actually liking what I'm seeing, including with a lot of cutlery that you see out there, the designer cutlery and going on to the glassware. So that's what we're incorporating now to get that right look. And it's interesting. I have to work with my chefs to see how can we actually balance that look throughout the whole to make it look nice and dainty and elegant, but at the same time it looks like there's enough food. Yeah. Because the last thing you want is people walking out the event and they feel like there wasn't enough food at the event.
Yeah, they have to do a quick McDonald's run or something.
I think it's hard. But I think that with Visy Dior Hotels, for example, you've got a great team behind you who, and you, you've been in the industry for, I don't know, 75 years or something? So you definitely have that experience, and your staff are well aware of what to do and how to cater for different types of people, different type of cultures, different amounts of people as well, and really work with the brides and the grooms to have what they want.
Flexibility.
What we're trying to do now at the moment, we're trying to work with a lot of. It's getting too complicated now with the vegans and the vegetarians and all the different dietary requirements. We're trying to work for these more of a meal balance where it's actually streamlined, because it's actually now getting too difficult to get the food out. Yeah. Because the truth is, go back to what we were saying before, you want to feel good and you want to feel, what's it called, slim on the function. So you want to get on the dance floor and have a good time. You don't want to be all night waiting for the food to actually get out. So it's just trying to get that right menu together. But you want people to talk about it, and interesting enough, people now are taking photographs and they're posting it within 30 seconds from the time the food's actually arrived at the table. It's a constant reminder. What do you feel? Where do you think it's going, Katrina?
Well, that's why you got to be careful, I guess, because you have that social media impact, right? So just making sure the food goes out on time, everything looks great, and people actually are enjoying the food. Because if they're enjoying the food, and especially Visy Dior Hotels, we have a restaurant, we have a bar, they can come back and enjoy the food again.
Exactly.
And the next morning, you don't want to be on the day after the wedding looking at instead of being with your romantic with your husband, you don't want to be looking at all the reviews from your wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very important. So I think that's a wrap for today.
I think it is too.
Thank you for Katrina for being here. I think we'll just get you to be here more often.
I think so too.
Thank you.
I think next week we've got emergency health resuscitation.
Oh, so I'll be back here.
because I'm sure you've done that too.
Okay, you've done that also. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Phoenix Radio, which has been brought to you by Giovannino, JF Navarra and Co, S&J Couture Candles in Balmain, Tony Murphy from Capital, and Visy Dior Hotels.
Thank you very much, and thank you for all our people out there that are supporting our radio station and the Visy Dior Hotels, and God bless. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.